Smell that? It's time for a swing dance reaction video.
No, no, no.
Woo! Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Street Smart Swing. My name is Jamin Jackson, also known as the Galactic Swing Dance Umpire. I am super elated to be scrutinizing another Lindy Hop video. This time, it is not a competition. It is actually some live recordings of one of my favorite modern bands right now, Naomi and her Handsome Devils. Those two last words do not go together. But I'm going to give this new song a try. I saw it this morning and I was like, yes, I got to get through my day and I want to check it out, see if it's worth buying this CD. So I'm going to give you guys my opinion of this new song after this reaction video. Let's do it!
Hey.
We're in. I'm ready to listen. I want to be moved. Let's see what this is all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Naomi!
I know that voice. It's Peter Strong, her lovely husband, one of my top 10 Lindy Hoppers of all time. My favorites. Boogie woogie feel, I like it.
I've been gone so long, I got them traveling blues. I've been gone so long, I got them traveling blues. Time that I hung up my traveling shoes. First you get the call, then you get the dirt, then you go to work.
Oh, this is lyric heavy. This is interesting.
Then you get a rest, then you go again. I said I've been gone.
Yes! Yes.
Hard in time is coming round. I've been gone so much, I'm feeling down. In the air and love again. I go round and round till I say when. If you think I'm passing through, you should know I'm gonna get to you. I'm paying my suitcase, take my
Woo, she's up there.
come home to stay. I'm paying my suitcase, take my coat up, I come home to stay. You know I'd never leave you, baby. If I had my way, I'd have my way.
Yeah. Wow. So this, according to that ending, it sounded like it was really recorded live. That's different. There's not a lot of modern bands that are doing that right now. And it really is difficult to get a good sound in the studio to make it feel like that live experience that we have when we go social dance. I get that dilemma as musicians when they try to produce a CD that has that feeling that is so hard to replicate. But I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they just put it out there, and I don't know if all the levels were, perfect for what they were looking for. I don't know if the volume is what they were going for. I don't know. But I know for me, I like that sound. It sounds a little bit more open when they have a live stream and people can dance to it and the audience is roaring to it. I like that. I like that. I wish there was more music like that. This is interesting. I can tell from the thumbnail. I know one of these saxophone players. He's one of my favorite American saxophone players. His name is Jonathan Doyle. If you don't know who it is, you should look him up. If you're just now getting into swing dancing, you want to pay attention to some of these musicians. They produce their own CDs, and sometimes they play with other bands, and they end up producing some quality music that you might end up humming and not being able to identify who created certain riffs that you like. But he's one of them. One of the main ones that I like. He's top notch. He's a real humble musician. Got a chance to meet with him in person. Got one of my CDs signed. I was just honored to be able to meet this musician. Now Naomi, she's just so, it's rare to have a singer and a dancer in one package. She's so good at what she does that I just respect her in so many different ways. And I encourage you guys to check out some more of her other songs. So I bought, I think her first CD, it was her first CD, maybe first or second CD. And it's still really, really good to me. Like there's like 2 songs that I use for most of my classes when I teach. Which I think it's amazing to think that there are modern swing musicians who are producing music that would make me want to hear it as much as I would some of the original swing bands. And I think some of her versions of some of my favorite songs are actually better. And I think it's because the quality level, you can hear some of those undercurrent emotions from the musicians just because the quality of the music is the way it's produced today. It's just different. So you can appreciate the sound more. And sometimes it takes away from the sound. Like certain bands I don't really like as much. Not that their rhythm section isn't good, not that their horn players aren't as good, which that is a problem sometimes when you think about it. The horn players today don't have the kind of pain some of those horn players back in the day had. There's just a different kind of intensity in their music, and you can hear it in the music. But that's not what I expect a lot of times from the modern musicians. That we live in a different world, so the context in which we play music and sing is different. So it's hard to create that groaning, painful sound the same way. So I don't knock modern musicians who try and who play music with their own feel. It's just another thing. But what I like about this particular band is they haven't lost that Grady sound when it came to like horn sections, and just the rhythm section is tight. They're not lazy. It's not something where I'm really in the groove and the music is modulated and building, and then they just lose me. Because the drummer does like a 20-second drum solo. It's like, okay, come on. But I like her band. I really do like her band. And I'm picky. I collect music. I don't know if you guys can see behind me. I got a whole chest of modern swing musicians and modern bands. Just to see what happens. I like to get mine signed because you never know what these musicians are going to do in the future. And, I want to leave something special for my kids someday to say, I was there. I had that song. I knew the artist. I had it signed. And I thought about you, baby. So here it is. But I love swing bands. I really, really love it. And I'm picky. And I don't know if this is the only song that they've released, but it says February 3rd. I guess this is like a single. But I would say it's not my kind of song. I don't like the boogie woogie kind of sound. It's just not me. When I social dance, I don't feel that. Some of her other songs that she plays, that's what I feel. It's more like I can't stop thinking about you, exactly like you. A lot of those kind of songs that used to have like Lester Young in it, that whole groove, Lester Young, Teddy Wilson, Billie Holiday, that kind of flow, I prefer more. So this is a little campy. For me, this is just a little cheesy. But I know for the quality of it, it's high. It's high quality for this particular sound. So I'm not feeling Gone So Long with intro. It's just not my style. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to buy the CD. Because I know the whole CD is not just filled with these songs. This is just one particular style of swing that a lot of people like, but I don't feel it. I don't like that stuff. I prefer other things. So what do you guys think about this song? And look, oh wow, it looks like you can download this. I'm gonna leave the link in the link description. Looks like there's an entire CD off of Bandcamp, so I would encourage you guys. I'm gonna buy it right now because I don't have to listen to the rest of the CD. I already know it's legit. I know it's gonna be good. That she puts her heart into it. These musicians love what they're doing. Dancers love good music, so support these musicians, guys. Support them. I'm going to download it right now. So, what did you guys think about this song? Do you like this style? Do you like these kind of I know I'm not feeling that sometimes, but I can appreciate who's producing it, and I already know right now. I'm going to just go buy it. It's like seeing the first trailer of a movie and you're just like, not feeling it. But by that third or fourth trailer, you're like, yes, I'm in, right? Because they basically reveal the whole plot these days. You got to do that for certain demographics. But, they don't have to sell me. I'm going to buy the CD anyway because I know there's going to be some deep cuts on this CD that I like. And it's usually the music that not everybody else likes. It's just like the mid-tempo, 145 beats a minute, maybe up to 165. That's just my pocket. I love that pocket. And so I would encourage you guys, like me, to go ahead and buy this CD right now. Stop what you're doing to buy it. If you want to add to your collection, and you don't know a lot of names to a lot of these songs, but before we had Shazam, I had to run up to DJs and be like, hey, what's the name of that song? And it would just annoy a lot of those DJs. They would act super pretentious, like, it's like when you drive next to someone in the car and their speakers are bumping like Tupac and Biggie super loud, but they don't look like they're enjoying the music. They're just like, I had that kind of feeling from a lot of DJs, and I felt annoyed, but I loved the song and I did not want to miss that melody. And I was just like, I was so annoyed. But when I got this, I was able to get some good music. I got this watch. I could Shazam the song when I'm dancing, swinging people out. Bam! They don't even know what happens. But I was able to do that and get some good songs, and I got the titles of those songs. So if you're looking for other good swing music, you don't know the names of it, I encourage you check out some of my free courses below. I got about 30 free swing dancing courses where you can practice with some of this music. And I have 3 separate playlists. These playlists are basically like slow, medium, and fast. I don't like to dive into the beats per minute because some of you guys are just like, what's that? Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it mid-tempo, right? So slow, medium, fast. If you like that, I'm always updating these specific playlists with different material. Songs that I figure out that really hit me hard, I put them into the playlist. So if you like that kind of stuff, check that out. I'll put the link in the description below. Let me know what you guys thought about this song. I don't like it, but I love the artist, and I'm going to buy it right now. So let me know what you guys thought about this song by Naomi and her Handsome Devils in the comment section. If I don't see you guys in one of my classes online, I will hopefully get to see your opinion in the comment section. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.